sport games and wacky arcade titles. There's even a massive online RPG called Digi Ninja, where you can tackle a Zelda-like quest to defeat an army of evil warriors. If you don't mind waiting a little longer for games to download, take a trip to arcadetown.com. The games here feature much better graphics and more challenging action, but some can take up to 5 minutes to download. Arcadetown.com's main attractions are its futuristic blasters, such as Real Space and Combat Instinct. But we particularly like the cheeky puzzle game, where you have to play Cupid and match up the long-lost lovers. The web also features hundreds of multiplayer games, which you can also enjoy with people across the globe. A great place to start is the free online multiplayer interactive game site, where you can access everything from sports sims to action adventures. Our favorites include the RPG Barp, where you go on medieval adventures and chat to new people, the puzzler Moltres, where up to 4 people can go head-to-head, and Shadow Hunter, a text adventure where you stalk other players through a spooky castle. It'll be a long time before free internet games match the graphical power on consoles, but for the price of a phone call, you can find some absolute gems. So log on to the web. There's a whole world of explosive entertainment just waiting to be found. Time to grab your clubs and aim for the greens as we take a look at the first next-generation golf sim to hit PlayStation 2. This is Tiger Woods' PGA Tour 2001, the game that gives you the chance to play with or against the world's #1 golfer. With quite a traditional control interface, you first target your drive using a distance marker. Next, you must set the trajectory of your shot. Once you've hit the ball, fade, draw, and spin is controlled while the ball is actually in 10th place. Raven Blade already looks stunning at number 9. The awesome Super Smash Bros. Melee is in 8th place. At 7 is the forthcoming RPG Cameo, Elements of Power. Metroid Prime is our blaster of choice at number 6.
Strange new idea.
And at 5, Donkey Kong Racing is looking mighty fine. It's another Nintendo hero at number 4 in Star Fox Adventures. Wave Race Blue Storm is a splash hit at number 3. In second place is Mario's little brother in Luigi's Mansion. But the GameCube title we're most looking forward to is the bizarre Pikmin.
Got interested in the idea of using computers to make art. One started to see images that were coming out of computers that started to look realistic. There were sort of metal goblets that looked like they were made out of real metal. And it suddenly became clear to me that in using a computer, you could produce an alternative reality.
The result of Latham's curiosity led to his unique brand of organic art, which forms the cornerstone of his hugely successful computer artworks company. However, there are many more artists and filmmakers embracing digital and computer technology who find little opportunity to demonstrate their work. Enter 1.0, an annual event held in London.
1.0 is a digital creativity festival. It's also a digital moving image project, which encompasses lots of things. The main thing being a 10-day annual festival here at the ICA, exploring new forms and hybrids of moving image. We've been responsible for a lot of new work being produced, and that's the kind of long-lasting legacy, if there is one, of 1.0. Will be the work that's been produced that wouldn't have been done otherwise.
But despite the acclaim received by such exhibitions, the fact remains that there's a certain amount of snobbery in the art world concerning digital films and computer art.
What is surprising to me is that in the art world now you can see all sorts of things in art galleries, white paintings hanging on walls, vacuum cleaners standing on plinths. What is extraordinary is that the art world still has a problem with computers, the idea of a computer making art.
However, hope springs eternal. 1.0 has been a success for 5 years now, and even in this short time, a change in attitude is evident.
Look at the work we've shown in recent years, and it has totally filtered down to the mainstream through advertising, idents on television. Computer gaming obviously is now becoming much more recognised as beyond just a toy. It is becoming an art form in its own right, and we're pushing that as well.
Computer-generated images are finally gaining prestige in the commercial sector, but in years to come, they may even succeed in replacing the canvas on our walls.
What one's looking at are new forms of art where you maybe have computer screens that are 8 feet square, and they hang on your living room wall. And that becomes like a moving canvas where computer artists can create all sorts of extraordinary artworks.
Until then, it's left to people like us game players to appreciate just how remarkable computer art can be. But in 10 years' time, who knows what you'll be able to see at your local gallery?